Unleashing Your Inner Goddess, the Radical Art of Feminine Manifestation. Welcome to the Black CEO Podcast, where we dive deep into the transformative power of feminine energy and manifestation. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to share with you the mind-blowing insights I gained from my recent interview with the incomparable Erica Green. Now, if you haven't heard of Erica, buckle up because you're in for a treat. Erica Green isn't just a visionary in the field of personal growth and manifestation. She's a force of nature, a catalyst for change, and quite frankly, a revolutionary in the way we think about feminine power. Her work has touched countless lives, empowering women across the globe to tap into their inner strength and create the reality they desire. But here's the kicker. Erica isn't just changing individual lives, she's reshaping our entire worldview. Her impact on making this planet a better place is nothing short of extraordinary, and I'm buzzing with excitement to dive into the wisdom she shared with us. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone who seems to have it all together and thought, what's their secret? You know the type. They're magnetic, successful, and seem to attract opportunities like bees to honey. Meanwhile, you're over here working your tail off, vision boarding until your fingers bleed, and still feeling like you're treading water. Well, what if I told you that the power to manifest the life you deserve has been within you all along, just waiting to be unleashed? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, hold on to your seats because we're about to embark on a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about success, manifestation, and the untapped power of feminine energy. Today, we're diving headfirst into the transformative concept of manifesting the life you deserve, turning goals into reality. Fuck with man. But let me be clear. This isn't your run-of-the-mill motivational talk. We're not here to give you a pat on the back and send you on your way with a handful of generic affirmations. No, this is a call to action, a roadmap to aligning your thoughts, actions, and intentions to create a life so abundant, so fulfilling, that your future self will be high-fiving you in your dreams. Let's kick things off with the truth bomb that Erica dropped during our conversation. One that honestly left me slack jawed and questioning everything I thought I knew about manifestation. Are you ready? Here it is. Women are naturally aligned to the manifesting frequency. Yes, you heard that right. As women, we possess an innate power to attract and create our reality through our thoughts and intentions. It's not just a nice idea or a feel good concept, it's a fundamental truth about our very essence. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Hold up. If we're so naturally gifted at manifesting, why am I still stuck in this dead end job? Or if that's true, why isn't my soulmate knocking on my door right now? Well, here's the kicker. Most of us have been conditioned to ignore this power, to doubt ourselves, to play small in a world that often undervalues feminine energy. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you had a gut feeling about something only to see it come true later? That time you just knew you shouldn't take that job, even though it looked perfect on paper. Or when you had a random thought about an old friend only to have them call you out of the blue the next day. That's not just coincidence, my friends. That's your natural manifesting ability at work. But here's the rub. We've been taught to brush these experiences off as mere happenstance, to rely on logic and reason instead of our innate wisdom. Erica shared a fascinating case study that illustrates this point perfectly. Picture this: a group of high achieving women, all struggling to manifest their desires despite their best efforts. These women were doing everything right: vision boards, affirmations, goal setting exercises, you name it, they tried it. But something was off. They were facing challenges in manifesting their desires due to societal pressures that emphasize masculine ways of living and manifesting. We're often told to hustle harder, to push through, to adopt a go getter attitude that doesn't always align with our natural rhythms and energies. It's like trying to force a square peg into a round hole. Sure, you might make it fit if you push hard enough, but at what cost? But what if I told you that embracing your feminine energy could be the key to unlocking your manifestation potential? Now, before you start thinking this is some kind of women are from Venus, men are from Mars, mumbo jumbo, let me be clear. It's not about rejecting masculine energy entirely. It's about finding balance and tapping into the unique power that comes from our feminine essence. Let me share a story that Erica told me, which really drove this point home. There was a woman, let's call her Sarah, who had always dreamed of starting her own business. Sarah was a powerhouse. She had the skills, the passion, and the drive that would make any entrepreneur green with envy. But something was holding her back. Sarah had been trying to manifest her dream using traditional goal setting methods, vision boards, affirmations, and the works. She was grinding away, burning the midnight oil, networking until her feet hurt. But nothing seemed to click. It was like trying to start a fire with wet matches. Lots of effort, but no spark. It wasn't until Sarah discovered the concept of feminine manifestation that things began to shift. And when I say shift, I mean tectonic plates moving, earth shaking kind of shift. She started embracing her intuition, listening to her body's rhythms, and allowing herself to flow with her natural energy cycles. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Instead of pushing herself to work late into the night, she honored her need for rest and rejuvenation. Rather than forcing networking opportunities, she allowed connections to form organically. She stopped trying to fit her creative process into a 9 to 5 box and started embracing her natural ebb and flow of inspiration. The result? Hold on to your hats because this is where it gets good. Within 6 months, yes, you heard that right, just 6 months, Sarah had not only launched her business, but was thriving in a way she never thought possible. She found that clients were naturally drawn to her authentic energy, and opportunities seemed to appear just when she needed them most. It was like the universe had finally tuned into her frequency, and the reception was crystal clear. But here's the real kicker: Sarah wasn't working harder. In fact, she was working less. But every action she took was aligned with her true self, her deepest desires, and her natural rhythms. She had tapped into the power of feminine manifestation, and it was like she had unlocked a cheat code for life. This story illustrates a crucial point. When we align with our natural energy, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter in harmony with our innate strengths. It's about recognizing that the hustle and grind mentality that's been shoved down our throats might not be the only path to success. In fact, for many of us, it might be the very thing holding us back. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That sounds great, but how do I actually do this? How do I tap into this feminine manifestation energy? Well, I'm glad you asked because that brings us to our second key point: the importance of practical tools in the manifestation process. Erica introduced me to a powerful tool called the Goddess Thoughts Manifestation Journal. Now, before you roll your eyes at the thought of another journal, hear me out. This isn't just any ordinary journal. It's not about jotting down your to do list or venting about your day. This is a sacred space designed specifically for women to explore their innermost thoughts and desires. The beauty of this journal lies in its ability to help us align our thoughts, actions, and intentions. It's not just about writing down what you want, it's about connecting with your deepest self, understanding your true desires, and creating a roadmap to bring those desires into reality. Let me give you an example of how this works. One of Erica's clients, a woman named Maria, had been struggling with self doubt and imposter syndrome in her career. Now, Maria was no slouch. She was talented, hardworking, and by all external measures, successful. But internally, she was a mess. She constantly felt like she wasn't good enough, like she was just waiting for someone to figure out she was a fraud. Through the Goddess Thoughts Manifestation Journal, Maria began to explore these feelings. And let me tell you, it wasn't always pretty. There were tears, there were moments of frustration, there were days when she wanted to throw the journal across the room. But she stuck with it. As she wrote, she realized that her self doubt stemmed from childhood experiences where she was constantly compared to others. This awareness was the first step in her transformation. It was like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, she could see the monsters for what they were, just shadows created by her own mind. Maria began using the journal to rewrite her internal narrative, to challenge those limiting beliefs, and to envision the confident, successful woman she wanted to become. She started small, celebrating her daily wins, acknowledging her strengths, questioning her negative self talk. Over time, Maria noticed a shift. And when I say shift, I mean seismic change. She began speaking up more in meetings, taking on challenging projects, and even negotiating a promotion. The change wasn't just external. Maria felt a deep sense of alignment with her true self. She was no longer trying to fit into someone else's idea of success. She was creating her own definition. This story highlights the power of self reflection and intentional thinking in the manifestation process. It's not just about positive thinking, it's about deep, honest introspection. and aligning your thoughts with your true desires. It's about peeling back the layers of societal expectations, childhood conditioning, and self imposed limitations to reveal the radiant, powerful goddess that's been there all along. But journaling is just one tool in our manifestation toolkit. And another powerful technique that Erica emphasized is the creation of vision boards. Now, I know vision boards have been around for a while, and you might be thinking, been there, done that, bought the t shirt. But hear me out, because there's a reason they've stood the test of time. They work, but only if you use them correctly. The power of vision boards lies in their ability to make our goals tangible and visible. When we can see our dreams in front of us every day, it becomes easier to align our actions with those goals. It's like programming our subconscious mind to recognize and seize opportunities that align with our vision. Erica shared a fascinating case study about the use of vision boards. A group of women in a manifestation workshop were asked to create vision boards for their ideal lives 5 years in the future. Now, here's where it gets interesting. They were encouraged to be specific, to include images and words that resonated with their deepest desires, not just what they thought they should want. One participant, let's call her Emma, created a vision board that included images of a beachfront home, a best-selling book, and a loving family. At the time, Emma was a struggling writer living in a small apartment, single, and feeling stuck in her career. Her vision board seemed like a far-off fantasy, a dream she could barely allow herself to entertain. Fast forward 3 years, and Emma's life had transformed in ways she could hardly believe. She had published a book that became a surprise bestseller, allowing her to purchase a small cottage near the beach. She had also met her partner, and they were expecting their first child. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When Emma looked back at her vision board, she was amazed at how closely her life mirrored the images she had chosen. But here's the key. It wasn't magic. The vision board hadn't mysteriously manifested these things into her life. What it had done was far more powerful. The vision board had helped Emma clarify her true desires and stay focused on her goals. It had given her the courage to take risks, to put her work out there, to open herself up to love. Every time she looked at that board, it reinforced her dreams, reminding her of what she was working towards. This story illustrates a crucial point about manifestation. It's not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's not about wishful thinking or magical thinking. It's about getting clear on what you want, aligning your energy with those desires, and then taking inspired action to make them a reality. But here's where many people get stuck. They create the vision board, they do the journaling, but then they hit a roadblock. Life gets tough, obstacles arise, and suddenly those dreams seem impossibly far away. The initial excitement fades, doubt creeps in, and before you know it, that vision board is collecting dust in the corner. This is where our third key point comes in. The importance of staying motivated when life gets tough. Because, let's face it, life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's more like thunderstorms and mudslides, and that's okay. In fact, it's necessary. Erica emphasized that manifestation isn't a straight line. It's not a smooth, easy journey from point A to point B. It's a winding path with ups and downs, twists and turns. There will be detours, there will be roadblocks, there will be times when you feel like you're going backwards. The key is to stay connected to your vision, even when the path gets rocky. One technique Erica recommends is what she calls celebration journaling. Now, this isn't about toxic positivity or pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's about shifting our focus and training our brains to recognize the good, even in challenging times. Here's how it works. Every day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for and 3 small wins you've achieved. These don't have to be big, earth-shattering things. Maybe you're grateful for the warm cup of coffee you had this morning, or the smile from a stranger on the street. Maybe your win is that you got out of bed despite feeling down, or that you spoke up in a meeting even though you were nervous. This practice helps shift our focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, keeping us aligned with the energy of abundance and success. It's like tuning a radio. When we focus on lack and struggle, that's the frequency we broadcast to the universe. But when we tune into gratitude and progress, we open ourselves up to more of the same. Another powerful tool is the use of affirmations, but not just any affirmations. Erica encourages women to create personalized, emotionally charged statements that resonate with their specific goals and challenges. For example, instead of a generic affirmation like I am successful, you might create something more specific and meaningful like I am confidently sharing my unique gifts with the world and abundance flows to me effortlessly. The key is to create affirmations that feel true and exciting to you. Now, I want to address something important here. Some of you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but I've tried positive thinking before and it didn't work. I hear you. And this is where we need to talk about the crucial role of self reflection and discernment in the manifestation process. Manifestation isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's not about slapping a positive label on negative situations and calling it a day. It's about understanding yourself deeply, recognizing your true desires, not just what you think you should want, and aligning your energy with those desires. Erica shared a powerful case study that illustrates this point. There was a woman, let's call her Lisa, who had been trying to manifest a promotion at work for months. She was doing all the right things, visualizing success, reciting affirmations, even dressing for the job she wanted, but nothing was happening. In fact, she seemed to be getting further away from her goal. Through a process of deep self reflection, Lisa realized something shocking. She didn't actually want the promotion. What she really desired was more creativity in her work and better work life balance. The promotion would have meant more responsibility and longer hours, the opposite of what she truly wanted. This realization was a turning point for Lisa. It was like she had been trying to force a key into the wrong lock. No matter how hard she pushed, it was never going to work. Once she understood her true desires, she was able to realign her manifestation efforts. Lisa shifted her focus from the promotion to finding ways to incorporate more creativity into her current role and negotiating for flexible working hours. And here's where it gets good. Within a few months, Lisa had not only achieved these goals, but was feeling more fulfilled and energized in her work than ever before. This story highlights a crucial aspect of manifestation: the importance of aligning with your true desires, not just what you think you should want or what others expect of you. It's about tuning into your inner wisdom and having the courage to follow it, even when it leads you in unexpected directions. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a powerful call to action. The insights Erica shared aren't just nice ideas to think about, they're tools for transformation, waiting for you to put them into action. They're keys to unlocking a life of purpose, joy, and abundance. But here's the thing: a key is useless if it just sits in your pocket. You have to use it to unlock the door. So here's my challenge to you: start your own manifestation journey today, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you have more time. Now, because the truth is, there will never be a perfect time. There will always be reasons to put it off, to stay in your comfort zone. But growth and transformation happen outside of that comfort zone. Begin with self reflection. Ask yourself, what do I truly desire? What would bring me joy and fulfillment? Be brutally honest with yourself, even if the answers surprise you or scare you a little. Remember Lisa's story. Sometimes what we think we want isn't actually what our soul is calling for. Then choose one tool we've discussed today, whether it's starting a manifestation journal, creating a vision board, or crafting personal affirmations, and commit to practicing it for the next 30 days. Remember, manifestation is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. You wouldn't expect to pick up a guitar for the first time and play like Jimi Hendrix, right? So give yourself grace, be patient with the process, and trust that every small step is moving you in the right direction. As you embark on this journey, remember that you are not alone. Every woman listening to this has the same innate power to manifest her dreams. We are all connected in this journey of self discovery and creation. Imagine a world where every woman fully embraces her manifesting power, a world where we support each other in bringing our visions to life, where we celebrate each other's successes as our own. That's the world Erica Green is working to create, and it's a world we can all contribute to building. So let me ask you this: what will you manifest? What dreams will you bring to life? The power is in your hands, your thoughts, your energy, your actions. They all have the ability to shape your reality. And the world is waiting, hungry for the unique gifts only you can bring. As we close, I want to leave you with this thought. You are worthy of the life you desire. You have the power to create it. The universe isn't some stern, judgmental force waiting to deny your wishes. It's a abundant, loving energy that wants to co-create with you. But you have to show up. You have to do the work. You have to be willing to dream big, to face your fears, to step into your power. So, my dear listeners, my fellow goddesses, I challenge you to step into your power, to embrace your feminine energy, to start manifesting the life you deserve. Because when you do, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the world. Every woman who steps into her power creates a ripple effect, inspiring and uplifting others around her. Remember, your journey of manifestation starts now, not tomorrow, not next year, not in some distant future when everything is perfect. Now, in this moment, with every thought, every action, every intention, embrace your power, trust your intuition, and step boldly into the life you deserve. The universe is listening. What will you tell it? Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. Until next time, keep dreaming big and manifesting bigger. Your future self is thanking you already. Now go out there and create some magic.